Great.
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
You knew the risk when you signed up.
Don't hurt me, please.
Yes, you
Must be already out of here.
Keep it in check.
Just take it easy. Everything will be fine. Everything will be just fine.
Manipulated. I don't know exactly, but someone saw him in the streets at the mercy of the man's voice. Calling of some kind. They say there is a resurgence. Pavel is impressionable. The world terrified him. He spent all his time hiding, dreaming of utopia.
Was supposed to be alone. Let's go.
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you. Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. That's true.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money, to feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... my daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. it is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. It caused all those Augs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that it couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... a stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
I said, I tried to tell them. Whatever my hands may have done, my heart did not. But what kind of defense is that? If I can't forgive myself, why should they? One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Coalition don't get their hands dirty once in a while. Who can blame them? If you were the only legitimate...
Or something.
One more time.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel What we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka. She gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka's not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even... There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Milena, I met with both those AUGs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the Augment Permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
Perhaps we've been dead a long, long time, and our only return to repeat what we once said.
And it has to be a violation of our rights.
Christe, it's freezing here. Wish I had a coat. A nice warm trench coat. Not now.
You slamming? No shiny AUGs around here. You couldn't look more out of place if this was Golem
or
City.
something.
Unless you're looking for trouble, keep moving, Clank.
What the fuck? Get the hell away from here.
I was lucky to get through the checkpoint. The papers I'm carrying are forgeries.
Wonderful.
Enough gawking. Everyone clear this. Okay, go ahead.
How are you? Damn, Hanser. You should be in Golem City with all the rest of your terrorist friends.
It's gone.
Blow the whole fucking place up if it was up to me.
What the hell?
Sometimes you have to stand up to people. Do the right thing. Wrong place, wrong time. I feel sorry for your kind.
My product isn't for you. Trust me.
Hello?
We skipped them straight.
No trouble, right? Keeping an eye on you, Og.
Добрый.
How is it different from the Utulek complex?
No comparison. Utulek was a place to put people. Just
Pretty obvious you work for someone important. I don't know who, and I don't care. Quit bothering me, Clank.
Okay. Can I keep this pamphlet?
Of course. Have a good day.
Santo and augmented people just like you are creating the future together. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Felice Allman, and I represent the Santo Group. We're looking for able-bodied augmented persons like you to help us create the future.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hawk a dream of the future in.
Don't you think it's exactly the right one? Prague, a city with no respect for the choices its citizens made to become augmented. The choice you made.
And you're going to tell me Santos found a city that does respect us.
We're making it. You can't deny the world has to change. For the better this time. Augmentations helped us take great steps before. And we can do it again. In Rabia. A concept city. 3D printed. Beyond state-of-the-art, a symbol of evolution.
In the deserts of Oman, I've seen the news stories. But Santo's not a charity, and I don't think your stakeholders are philanthropists.
That's why they've asked people like me to spread the word, to make an offer. Incentive-driven employment for any augmented person. You'll get a sponsored work permit for the duration of the city's construction.
And after that?
A guaranteed place in the residency lottery.
I appreciate that you believe in what you're selling, this new future. But the future the Augmented want is the same as anyone else.
And the world won't allow it! I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to. Santo is the only corporation in the world to increase its augmented workforce in the past 2 years. Did you know that?
That must be convenient for a construction business.
It's the opposite. Our CEO's life has been threatened for supporting the legitimacy of augmented people. But he, Mr. Brown, understands that the augmented saw the future early and rushed to meet it.
So this incentive program, positioning Rabia for the Augs, it's all on Nathaniel Brown?
Everything. The industrial printing of the city, the archaeological design, the recruiting drive, even the street teams. Mr. Brown met us personally to sign off on us. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I think I would. Archaeological?
Architectural ecology. Rabia is zero footprint, fully self-sufficient. It is not just his solution for the augmented, it is his solution for cities. It is visionary. There is no other word for it.
Right. Unfortunately, most of the visionaries I've met were so busy chasing their grand plan, they lost sight of the little people. What guarantee do I have that life in Rabia is different than the segregation here? Or is that a lottery too?
Santo is the guarantee. We keep the rights to the city in perpetuity, never handing it off to people who want the augmented out of sight and out of mind.
But that's still exactly what you're doing. A city in a bubble, born from fear between augmented and non-augmented.
There have always been divisions in society. There always will be. That's why there are walls. Someone has to build the walls, and that's Santo.
I thought the Udalek complex was Santo's future for the augmented. From what I've heard, it didn't go to plan.
Not to our plan. Udalek was supposed to be a low-cost, high-volume housing solution for transient workers. It was never meant to become what it has.
And why didn't Brown step in? Doesn't look good to have your name associated with an Aug ghetto.
It's out of our hands. Since the incident, it's been run by the Czech state and their police. That will never happen with Rabia.
You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. What I've told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of Rabia. You've seen it all anyway. They're just pictures and holograms. I want you to believe in the place. Sir, there's a better life for the augmented, and it's waiting for you in Rabia.
Santo says they're going to make the future a better place. They should concentrate on fixing the present.
We won't push you aside for your augments. We want you to be part of something. Sir, there's a better life for the augments, and it's waiting for you.
Where are the police? Can you spare anything? I just need a little.
Mějte na paměti, že předměty týkající se augmentací, například biobaterie a jisté nástroje, či další autorské příslušenství, mohou být během namátkových kontrol zavaleny.
You can't dispute taste at this moment.
I have a real craving for barbecue. Hard to find a good restaurant around here, though. Might have to try my luck and head to another district.
You live in the shithole too, or just visiting? As if anyone would visit here. Not much left but drug addicts and homeless here. How lovely.
Doesn't hurt to be alone.
When you wish upon a star.
What?
The song is in my head. It makes me think of the old puppet shop. Remember the one when we were kids?
Kopeki.
That's it! Kopeki! I used to love going in there as a boy. So much magic. Shame it's gone.
That place would have been burned to the ground years ago. Fucking puppets and clowns are the spawn of the devil.
Not now, I hate watching the news. Wars, famines, murders, diseases. Is it my imagination or does everything go to hell after this?
Clank.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Got what you're looking for.
Kde jsou pasy? Měli bychom si je připravit pro jistotu. Jo, tak zatím.
Tak tohle byla velká chyba. Jet ve voze, kam augové nesměj? To by vás mohlo přijít draho. Ukažte mi doklady.
Wrong train car. Right. They're all going to the same place, aren't
Na
they?
stejný místo? No jasně, že jedou na stejný místo. Je to stejný vlak, vy idioté. Tady. Údaje souhlasej, ale už to příště nedělejte.
Not much going on.
Damn, no memories. It's like more overtime.
Got a few more years, and then I get to sit back and collect my pension. And if they try to change it, we go on strike. Once the population realizes it's stranded, the politicians won't have any choice but to give us exactly what we want.
Debata ohledně drastických kroků za účelem zmírnění globálního násilí stále probíhá.
Ty pracuješ pro jednu z těch firem tady. Jen málo z nich si nechalo augmentovaný zaměstnance. To jsi měl kliku. My si to nemohli dovolit. Pojištění a licenční výdaje byly bohužel moc vysoký. Ale na druhou stranu mě povýšili.
Obavy akcionářů však rozptýlil s tím, že potřebují jen pár dalších osvícených investorů, díky jejichž podpoře by se stavba Rabiach opět urychlila. Série koordinovaných výbuchů včera dopoledne ochromila Růžičkovo nádraží. O život přišlo několik desítek cestujících a ve městě se opět vzedmula vlna z velkoplošného teroristického přehladu. Železniční doprava byla přesměrována, zatímco forenzní vyšetřovatelé v Trostech hledají odpovědi. V této chvíli ještě není jisté, kdo za útokem stojí, ale vzhledem k podobným bombovým útokům zacíleným na zákonodárce a policejní okrsek na počátku roku je možné,
Unless you've got a vacuum attachment in one of those arms, I've got nothing to say to you. Actually, forget I mentioned that. I don't need the competition.
There's the problem right there.
Quiet today.
Spreads are up here.
Got a few more years, and then I get to sit back and collect my pension.
We are doing the best we can, sir, but full service will not be re-established for a long while.
Now look. Does it look like I have time to chat? I've got work orders coming out my ears here.
Got problems already.
They may call it a new world order, but we all... Yes. Goodbye.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling of being trapped like a crowd.
I'm amazed you're willing to take any kind of train at all after the bomb.
Did you ever smoke a pack of station?
Permit validation office is closed. It's always closed. You want a permit so bad? You should talk to this guy named Drahomir. Something is going to push them into attacking us.
Okay, see you then. Hey, good to see you, man. Yeah. When was the last time you were? Ten hajzel leze do řídí a dostane povýšení. Yeah. For a city council, this guy really knows his work. Here he goes. Oh, and the judge is done. Those guys.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Milena, I got into the AUG permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help 1 person at least. Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
We did the best we could. Listen, thanks for being one of the good guys.
Who listens to that garbage? Oh.